Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. This is Aimee and today is a very special episode because 2023 na. Today we're going to talk about the news that shocked the world in 2022. So in January, it was a month of mourning for fashion industry because si Manfred Thierry Mugler, ganun daw siya i-pronounce sa French, he passed away in January. Isa siya sa mga pinaka-sikat na mga couturier kasi gumagawa talaga siya ng mga made-to-order ng mga damit. I have a few clothes from the brand but they are not made-to-order. So, meron din kasi siyang ready-to-wear but medyo upscale din talaga yung mga yung pricing niya. And then, come February, ito naman, good news naman, since there's a passing, there's a new life naman that was announced come February. So, in February 2022, imagine, di ba, yung shock ng buong mundo when Rihanna announced her pregnancy in the most fashionable way. How? She was donning puffer jacket by Chanel. She has Chanel chains na belt. And of course, Christian Lacroix na jewelry. She's, of course, an icon. She's one of the major forces that moved the industry. Not just the music industry, but also in fashion. So, come March, ang nangyari was, it's the first debut show of Matthew Blaze, his first collection for Bottega Veneta. Ang unang-unang design ni Matthew actually was called a very refreshing, it's a new start, a fresh start. And he said that yung collection na yun is not meant to stay at home. He played with silhouettes, mga ganyan, may mga curves and all. So, kasi, Bottega is a bag brand, so they have to really make a lot of changes so that it will be well known as, a lifestyle brand. Kasi it's a lifestyle brand kapag lahat ng category meron sila. So now, they don't only have mga bags, they have shoes, they also have now ready to wear. It's actually a good marketing strategy or a placement strategy in luxury. And then, after that, parang lahat ng tao na nahimik na. A lot of people were quite happy because of the outcome of that fashion show. Dahil nga parang feeling nila dati, hindi nila alam kung ano mangyayari dahil wala na si Daniel. And then, when that was presented, sabi naman nila, okay, there's a good continuum dun sa iniwan ni Daniel na spot sa Bottega Veneta. So now, I think Bottega is still doing good with almost the same styles, but more of like having a twist, like yung mga padded nila na flats and high heels lang before, now has a mid-heel, yung mga ganon, and then they reinvented a lot of things again. After that, isa sa mga pinaka-nakayanig, wow, nakayanig, one of the biggest headlines of 2022 when it comes to the fashion world, not just the luxury industry, was when Kim Kardashian, lola mo talaga, ayaw talaga niya magpakabog. When Kim Kardashian went to Met Gala, wearing Marilyn Monroe's Happy Birthday, Mr. President dress. It was said that it was the most expensive fashion clothing that was ever sold off in an auction because nabenta siya before kasama ng estate ni Marilyn Monroe for $1 million. And then afterwards, pinabid siya. It was bought for $4.8 million. It was a big controversy for the fashion industry and, for Hollywood as well because they were questioning how come parang something that is part of the history of an iconic person, so to speak, was, loaned to Kim Kardashian. And then, parang na-wash out yung news na yon by Kim Kardashian openly saying that she lost 16 pounds just so she can fit into that dress, which actually got a lot of negative attention from people because it's like promoting nga naman crash dieting. In a time where we're supposed to be loving everything that we're in, especially when it comes to your, your body, your shape, and all of that, a lot of people really got worried and saying that, she was projecting an image that was not right or appropriate, especially for her following that are mga teenagers and mga bata pa. So, ayun. Punta naman tayo sa kay Glenn Martens. Glenn Martens was a creative director of the denim giant Diesel. Ako actually nagulto ko, sabi ko parang diba Diesel was like a mid-brand, but apparently they're trying to elevate it. So they have this Diesel bag that's really, really cute. And meron si Ollie. And then a lot of influencers and even Kylie Jenner, si Miley Cyrus, they're all sporting that one. So they say that it's parang the fashion comeback of the Italian denim giant, which was, yun nga, Diesel. Okay, so let's make a pass through in the next months na nangyari in 2022. So, it was in one of Couture Week's fashion shows. So, diba, in Italy, si Pierpaolo, apparently kasi yung Valentino, nag-show siya supposedly sa Paris. But then, what they did was, they took it to Italy. And then, I remember that one very, very particularly because there was an issue of what was worth 100,000 euros dahil na-interrupt daw yung sales ng Dior because natakpan yung kanilang store because of the show that Pierpaolo created, which was really good. So, ang dami talagang nag-praise nung gawa niya as compared to the other brand. The gist there is that for 8 years, Maria Grazia Suri, which is the creative director of Dior up to now, and Pierpaolo Piccoli of Valentino, he's the creative director now, he's made wonders for the brand, are actually colleagues before working on accessories and stuff for Valentino. And then they had a split because Maria Grazia Suri had to transfer to Dior. Of course, kailangan nila ng mga alam mo yun, mga stepping stones and mga better career breakthroughs. Taray. Diba? After nun, the next month, I think it was around August, another passing of another great fashion designer. He's actually the first Japanese designer who was able to present in Paris Fashion Week. I'm talking about Issey Miyake. And, diba, alam niyo yung pleats, yung mga parang origami yung tawag dun sa pattern nila, if I'm not mistaken. And then, ginawa niya yung pattern na yun into clothing. It was quite successful actually. And then they released also Bao Bao. Bao Bao is the bag na parang mga pyramid na ganyan. After that, September-ish, I remember this is very, very remarkable because I was supposed to go, but I refused muna umalis. It was in New York when it was like an icons only night because 25th anniversary ng Fendi Baguette. In light of that celebration, ang dami mga superstars and supermodels that were there. Unang-una, there was a collaboration with Tiffany and Company. There are some bags that are designed by Sylvia Fendi. There's also one that's said to be in collaboration with Sarah Jessica Parker because if you remember dun sa mga bags that defined the decades, it was Sarah Jessica Parker's character in Sex and the City where she said it's not just a bag, it's a baguette. So, there. So, isa yun kaya naging iconic bag din ang Fendi Baguette. So, imagine it's 25 years already. The one in Tiffany naman, I pre-ordered one, but not the one with diamonds. It's really the Tiffany blue. The one that's most expensive is yung merong buckle na panay baguettes ng diamonds doon sa kanyang pinaka-hardware. Other than that, medyo marami pang mga nakakalokang nangyari ng 2022. One of those, yung mga nag-mark is that, you know, Harry Styles for 15 weeks, his album was part of top 100 ng Billboard for 15 weeks. And then every time he has a show, lagi ang suot niya, pinipicturean yun everyday. And most of the time, they are mga suits that are made to order for him. And they're paired with Samba Adidas na I think they're Gucci also. So, from there, they collaborated because Alessandro Michel and Harry Styles are good pals. So, nagkaroon ng Gucci Ha 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 collection, which was launched in November. But, the twist there is that come November, pagka-launch nung Gucci Ha 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 ni Harry Styles, Alessandro Michel had to step down from him being the creative director of Gucci. They say that it's actually a mutual decision between the creative and the company, but you know, a lot of people were trying to guess that since for the longest time, kasi simula nung pumasok siya, diba parang he was the one who disrupted the, the fashion flow ng Gucci kasi dati very silhouette, very from Tom Ford. So from there, ginawa niya naman very street, very approachable yung dating ng mga clothing and very young and fresh yung mga designs. However, they say that it's a case of fashion fatigue from the crowd kasi parang feeling nila it's almost the same every time. Which is actually common sa mga brands, especially these days. Actually, may mga brands na parang sinasabi rin ng mga insider na parang, iyan na naman, pinalitan lang yung ganito, yung ganyan. Of course, there's gonna be a lot of staples. But kasi, if your brand is not like said to be producing mga iconics lang, then definitely a lot of people will get tired of it eventually kasi they look forward to fresh new ideas every so often. Yun nga yung reason bakit tayo laging may mga seasons sa ating fashion cycle. Okay, speaking of Tom Ford, it was also late this year, if not October, November, but between those months, that Tom Ford, the very, very famous designer and director of films, sold his empire, sa Estée Lauder for a whopping $2.8 billion. So imagine, he created that kind of image for Tom Ford, which is an American brand. And definitely, hindi lahat ng American brands nagsasucceed ng ganong level. We all know that because most of the mga luxury brands that we really, really purchase and we really like are from Europe. And they say that even if he already sold Tom Ford to them, hanggang 2023, he's gonna be on top of the creatives. People are saying that dahil umalas si Alessandro, baka bumalik siya ng Gucci. So, it was quite put off by him saying that he's gonna work for Tom Ford until 2023. So, maybe if he's gonna come back, maybe not this year. Isa pa dun sa mga designer exits that, really made news last year was Riccardo Tisci leaving Burberry. I remember that when he joined Burberry, I started liking their clothes again. Actually, naka-Burberry ako. Ginawa niya yung TB because that's Thomas Burberry. And then, ginawa niya ng twist yung mga bags nila. There's the pocket bag, which was like, received by the people. Naging isa siya sa mga top na parang Gen Z favorite and mga fashion forward it girls were carrying at the time. And it was quite a shock because syempre after Givenchy, he went for Burberry, and then Daniel Lee actually replaced Riccardo Tisci. But as for Riccardo Tisci, he has yet to, announce his next moves if he's gonna do something. So Riccardo Tisci is a good designer. He's a creative genius as well because remember the Bambi for Givenchy before? Siya yung nagpasikat nun dati. So I remember parang halos lahat nakaganon before. And then so parang lahat ng mga muse niya nakilalang supermodels, like there's Gigi, there's Bella, and yung mga iba pa niyang mga friends. The Kardashians also, si Kylie, si Kendall, they all posted that, they're gonna miss walking in the runway for Burberry for Riccardo Tisci. From there, merong isang newsmaker that really made the mark, not just in fashion, but the conscious effort of this billionaire for climate change and stuff like that, sustainability and all that. Patagonia sold his entire business to a non-profit organization that takes care and looks after undeveloped land and those that are, directly overseeing the changes, yung parang sa climate change. Doon niya nilagay yung buong company. So, all the profits that Patagonia makes goes directly to that non-profit organization that funds those kinds of research. Napakagandang nun. Pero parang nakakaloka, di ba? Ang daming shopping nun. Anyway, come December, one of the major hot issues was, Balenciaga being canceled by a lot of people because of their, inappropriate advertisement. I refuse to say anything about it, but of course, as a mom, I really don't like what happened. So, parang I also stopped buying. But Demna, as himself, is a good creative director and I have friends with the brand. So, moving forward, it will be quite hard for the brand to, come back as strong as before because for the longest time, they were untouchable. They're either number 1 or number 2 nagpapalitan lang sila ni Gucci. For Kering, it looks like the future is medyo hindi siya ganun ka-straight this year because of course Alessandro Michelle exited. They have yet to announce who's gonna take over. And then with what happened to Balenciaga, so parang they're owned by Kering. It's a company nakalaban ng LVMH. So in the fashion industry, parang iniisip ng mga tao what's gonna happen to them because those are the two cash cows of that organization. So there. I think that's about it, about our wrap-up. Medyo mahaba siya, napagod ako. EJ, ikaw talaga may kasalanan nito. I hope that you enjoyed it and I hope you learned some bits and pieces as a start of the year. Kasi, ayun, diba, ayoko naman na mag-review lang ng mga gamit-gamit. Gusto ko laging kakaiba. Kakaiba. I hope this year will bring us so much joy. Whatever happened in 2022, good, bad, or whatever, let's just leave it at that. The most important thing is that we're here, we made it to 2023, and we have a new start to look forward to. So, thank you very much. I hope to be with you for the rest of 2023 with a lot of episodes that will wreck my brain because iisipin ko pa kung anong kailangan. And, of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, or comment down below on your suggestions for the content that you'd like to see on our channel. And, of course, the notification bell button so that you'll get to be notified with whatever it is that we're going to do on our channel next time. Thank you. I'll see you soon. Bye!